The Brewbound Pitch Slam is a one-of-a-kind business pitch competition that gives entrepreneurs behind the beer industry's next breakout brands an opportunity to sample their innovative products and showcase their business plans to a panel of expert judges who I'll introduce momentarily. For the first time in the competition, we have an initial round of elevator pitches. Our 8 contestants will have 90 seconds, that's 90 seconds, to deliver their elevator pitches. Judges will then have a brief opportunity to provide feedback. Today's judges will choose 5 brands to move on to the final round, which will take place tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. At the end of the competition, the entrepreneur with the best overall pitch and product will receive a trip to Portland, Oregon, to meet with and learn from Craft Brew Alliance, as well as a $10,000 industry awareness package from Brewbound. The winning entrepreneur will also receive free entry into the 2019 Brewbound Live Conference. Okay, let's meet our judges. First up, Carmen Olson, who is the Director of Innovation for Craft Brew Alliance, where she leads product exploration across beverage categories. Up next, Thomas Bly, who is the Innovation Brewmaster for Craft Brew Alliance, where he leads a team of innovation brewers who create new products, explore new ingredients, and engage in forward-thinking research and development. It's a dream job, it sounds like, yes? And then Fred Hart, who's the creative director and a partner at Interact Boulder, a branding and packaging design agency focused on the food and beverage industry. All right, who's ready? You guys ready? All right. One person's ready. There you go. All right, first up is Nico Enriquez, the founder and CEO of Willie's Superbrew. Come on up. Good to see you. You can use either mic. Your timer's back there, 90 seconds.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nico Enriquez. I'm the CEO of Willie's Superbrew. The beer industry is a $111 billion industry, but big beer is going down a percentage point a year. Craft beer is starting to flatten out. Where is growth going to come? It's from new demographics. If you're going to bring new demographics into beer, you have to see what works first, though. You look at the beer industry overall, 7 of the top 10 best-selling beers are light beers. Michelob Ultra is booming. Mexican beach beers are up. If you're betting on something, you bet on low calorie and low ABV. The reason people drink beer is because it's a convenient drink. It's a single serve package, and you can have a bunch of volume, and you don't get drunk. That's the whole purpose of this tool. That's why it's more important than wine, more important than spirits. That's the first key principle. The second is, if you're going to bring new demographics into beer, you have to bring new flavors. They're not going for hops and IPA and heavy and all that jazz. There are so many people out there in this $111 billion industry who are not beer people. The way you bring them into the category is you look at what works outside. Kombuchas, ciders, seltzers. Cider had a really good year this year. Seltzer tripled in sales over the last 10 years. Kombucha is growing 25% a year. If you can combine those flavors and bring the people who are drinking those drinks to the beer category, you can add multi-billion-dollar category or opportunity to the beer industry. That is what we are doing with Superbrew. Superbrew stands for superfoods and fermentation. The idea is people should know what's in their drink first. Don't know what that is. Not in my drink, no. People should know what's in their drink. They should be healthier ingredients, and it should taste good. Those are our principles. We stand... Oh,
unfortunately, you're out of time, Nico. Thanks so much. All right, Carmen, what do you think of Willie's Superbrew?
I think it's a very interesting concept. I first tasted Farmer Willie's a couple of years ago, actually, at Brewbound. So the product itself is something that is really delicious. I think that the concept of Superbrew requires a lot of education. So that's something that I think has potential, but is going to take a lot of time for consumers to try to understand.
Fred, drink real ingredients. Drink real ingredients. Does that message come across in the packaging?
Yeah, I think it does. There's a lot of similarities to, again, what's happening in the food space. And the packaging is very ingredient forward in its illustration and style. I think it's great. I think Carmen hit it on the head when she's talked about education. For me, the one thing missing from this brand is not its presence, but its ability to help a consumer better understand. And I think as hard kombucha really comes onto the scene, this runs the risk currently of getting confused with those types of products.
Tom, what do you think of the taste of Superbrew?
You know, overall, the flavors were really nice. I can't say anything negative about the flavors. It does definitely play more in acetic or a kombucha type space. It's a fermented beverage that's outside of malt. So for us, I mean, it just takes a little bit of education to get your head wrapped around it. I think that there are some challenges for consumers to really understand where the fermentation's occurring. Is it cane sugar derived? Is it from the actual fruits and juices? Is it from ginger? Where are those sugars derived? So I think there's a little bit of education that could happen there as well.
90 seconds, not a lot of time to explain your brand, your positioning. Were there any burning questions you might have for Nico? If that's okay, if you don't have any, that's all right. You can ask him another time. All right, let's move on to our next presenter.